And you need to find out how to leverage this new notion of change. It is not by using money or media to deliver a system, but by knowing how to lead in a distributed, fragmented, and interconnected world. People who know how to spread ideas will win. You've got to be remarkable. You've got to be worthy of being remarked upon in whatever you do. Paradox. Lovely word. I'm a paradox. No, you're not. Exactly. I love this because it's just a fine example of paradoxical thinking. And I know that your timer has gone off, so I'm on my own now. It's going to be... Okay. I know that many of you here, and certainly not all of you, are Christians, and you do read the Bible, but most of the Bible is full of paradoxical thinking, and you have to learn how to understand that in some way. So, you all know it, Matthew 5-7, read it, even if you're not a Christian. Big messages in there. Meditate on it, understand it. You are the salt of the earth and the light of the world. Those words are not mistaken. And they're not by accident, because you are. Okay? But that's not the full verse, is it? It is, you are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything, except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. If you lose your saltiness, your gift, I won't finish. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. These are not mistaken words. These are all paradoxical thinking, right? Your gift is the salt. Your gift is the light. Don't hide it. Don't diminish it. So, a few tips for the intrepid passion seeker. Trust your limitations. They signal the prize. What you're afraid of is what will make you great. Turn your I can't, so I will not, to I can, so I'm learning. Learn how to learn. Learning is, in some cases, we learn about learning in school, but in most cases, we haven't. We've learned how to remember stuff. We've learned how to be indoctrinated. When I say learn how to learn how to question, learn how to reflect, learn about you. Put yourself in the intersection of what you see, which is your reality, and what you hope for, which is your dream. They say I should stop. Shall I stop? Huh? Put yourself in the intersection of what you see, your reality, and what you hope for, your dream, and action will follow. I hope you understand that. Make your dream visceral, real, understand your reality, and act. Take a step forward. Don't hide your cracks. Celebrate them. You are you, and you're only going to get better at being you by getting to really know you at the school of you. Okay? Pick up the pieces of your so-called mistakes and use them to make something new. Build your eulogy, not your resume. Your resume is useless. Okay, not for everybody, but for most people, because the world is changing. You know, when So a number of years ago, I was at business school, and one of the things we were studying was about the pension system. And when the pension system was invented, it was a wonderful system. It was based on statistics and mass of people, and it said, work until you're 65, and then retire, and the state will provide you a pension. And the state will fund that pension from investments and contributions that you've made, and from people who are also working. Okay, but in most countries, that system is broken. In Canada, it's broken. In Germany, it's broken. In the UK, it's broken. In France, it's broken. We've just started that same system. Okay? And basically, what's going on is that there's not enough work. Okay? There's not enough work because machines are making things faster, better, cheaper. Okay? There is not enough work because you have not been taught how to be you. So you're not creating more jobs. You're looking for jobs that are disappearing. So build your eulogy and not your resume. One lasts for generations, well, and the other, it's really only as good as what you're doing now. Pray, meditate, learn to be still. Practice mindfulness, drown out the noise. There's plenty of it. Learn about history and culture. Learn about the history of trade. And the history of trade is very simple. It's the art of exchange. Right? It's the art of exchange. Learn about it. Learn about your own history in Nigeria. It's an open mine. And there are lots of prizes there. Once you understand success, you really can't fail. You're powered by passion. Your purpose will find you. You're fearless. Your faith will strengthen you. You understand success. The most certain way to succeed is always, always to try one more time. Your beliefs will overcome most obstacles. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Ade Adekola. No, sir. Okay, we have space for 3 questions. So if you have any question, oh, okay. You want to come up? Okay. Okay, no comments, please. Just questions that are relevant to the topic that Mr. Adesola just took. Mr. Sorry?
Kola.
That Kola just took. Mr. Adekola just took, sorry. Okay, so let's hear from you.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Ade Adekola. My question is that, is it possible to have more than one passion? And then, if so, how can you hone them in to find out what is really relevant?
I told you people gave me high jump by giving me this topic. The truth of the matter is that I know nothing about passion. What I know is the experience of going to find my own. For each of you, that journey is going to be different. But I can tell you what I found, which is what I've tried to share. And I think in most cases, you know, there are people who are gifted, and sometimes when the Lord decides to bless you, He blesses you in extraordinary ways, and you're gifted in multiple ways, right? And sometimes, you find it difficult to choose, right? And that in itself is a limiter, right? So, there's a prayer that I always say, which is, may I not be a guest at my own celebration, right? Which essentially means that, don't allow your own noise or your inability to decide one thing about the other to stop you from pursuing stuff. Where you have multiple passions, I say go for it, try everything, I'm one such individual where I have many facets to what I do. My life is not over, my story is not finished. So, your eulogy comes at your end, and, just do it.
Okay.
Question.
Good morning, sir. My name is Ade Adekola, and I have a bit of an abstract question.
Love it.
Now,
You answer it yourself, don't worry.
now for many years, the world has worried about automation, about technology. It's going to take jobs. It's going to, people are going to suffer, and we've all seen it happen. Secretaries are gone, just like you've said. But
That's not what I said, but I'll clarify. Carry on.
a lot of those kind of jobs are going. But now you talk about creativity, and it just seems as if human beings, man, just has a new opportunity to actually now do those beautiful things that we actually could do rather than doing the mundane things that we were forced to do. Is it a beautiful world going forward? Is that what we're likely to see?
Please give him back the mic. Is it a beautiful world?
I think it is.
What are you going to do? You're going to create a thing of beauty, aren't you?
Definitely.
It's a beautiful world.
Okay, can you tell us how you found your passion? Please. Thank you.
Seek and you shall find, knock and the door shall be open to you. It's all in the Bible. You just, look, your passion is there's something that's inside you that's greater than what's outside of you, okay? And you will know it because you keep coming back to it in one way or another. It nigs at you. You don't let it rest. You might leave it for a year, and then you come back to it, and then at a certain point, the voice is going to be stronger, and it's going to say, look, you either leave me alone or you do something with me, right? And then you start, but if you have that amber, I call it an amber, which is just a glowing coal within you, it keeps burning, it keeps signaling to you, keep fanning it, and then, you'll be in a situation one day where you have the opportunity to take that amber and throw it into some firewood, and you get some firewood, and then you take the firewood and you throw it into a forest, and then you get a fire, and everybody goes, look, fire! And then you're remarkable.